Control is Lost to Us by Purple Painted Insomniac on AO3. Episode 8, Chapter 6. Hitoshi yawned softly, nuzzling his face into sleeped musk curls before pulling back gently and reaching for his phone. There were several texts alert from a dad and his friends. He groaned and opened the text from his pops. Cat Wrangler. Tosh, heads up. They suspended your license until they could make sure you really had no connection with Honda. Turns out a lot of the cases you have worked since graduating had been linked to Honda's organization. The things she is claiming don't look good, Kit. Purple Stray. I like to say I'm surprised, but my life has always been destined to be a shit show. I was assigned those cases by the commission reps. I didn't ask for them. Any information we obtained were through tips or infiltrations. I brought all those syndicates down, and not one perp got off on so much as a technicality. Black Alley Cat. No, you have access to the files. Did he always have the same rep, or were they different? If anything Hana's is saying is true, I think it's the tips. I think she was sending in tips about her lower organizations to get Hitoshi situated, so when they finally came to her, he'd be poised to take, given his quirk and undercover experience. Cat Wrangler. Only one commission rep has been listed on file. Tanamika Hanase. He was the one who corroborated the information for all cases that didn't come directly from Hitoshi or any of the IVs. He always cited that it came from an anonymous source. Black Alley Cat. Tosh. Anything about Tokoyami's stick over the years of working with him? Purple Stray. Not really. I mean, the guy's a pencil-pushing brat cat, but he's never set any alarm bells. Though he had a habit of trying to discredit any and all information I or my VI gathered. Makes sense if he was feeding intel. He wouldn't want us acting on an outside source. Cat Wrangler. Sounds like he only wanted you acting on certain things. But I wonder what? To what end? Black Alley Cat. So that Kit and Hana would cross paths before a raid was ever established, most likely. But because Hito has a disdain for the Commission and their systems on a good day, plus his training to gather his own intel, well, he was never just doing to work any case on anonymous tips alone. Purple Stray. Lovely. I've been manipulated by the Commission for the past 6 years. Yep, nope, didn't see that coming at all. Look, I have other people to rely to. Hell Class A learnt about my suspicions by the look of it. Black Alley Cat. Do not let Bunny and the Pomeranian go feral, they will make shit worse. Keep them contained, please, Kit, for my sanity. I find it hilarious that you call Izuku-kun Bunny, when Kit actually calls him Kaneko. Wait, Toshi, does Izuku have a pet name for you? Hitoshi groaned, backing out of the group chat and leaving his pops on red. He was not explaining how apparently he was Bane, now while Izuku has always been Kamiko to him. He opened up the next text and rolled his eyes. Boom Boom Boy. The old hobo just let me know the Commission has suspended your pending further investigation. What the fuck? Mindfuck, you better answer me. What the fuck is going on? If you don't fucking reply, I'm gonna text the nerd to plan an overthrow of Hero Society. Those eye bags are designer. Chill, fuck. Look, this is standard procedure and you know it. You will not overthrow anything. You will not get Sue involved in any overthrowings. He already put his neck on the chopping block with his confession. Boom Boom Boy. So what? We just lie down and fucking take it? Those eye bags are designer. No, my dogs are digging in. But you and Zoo can't go throwing your weight around and risking your own licenses, got it? Boom Boom Boy. Fine. But the nerd is going to take more convincing, and you know it. I'll message the extras and fill them in. Go relax, the past day and a bit has been fucked up enough. These eye bags are designer. Thanks, Kat. I owe you spicy mango tofu. And that dark chocolate with chili that you like. Boom Boom Boy. That is acceptable. Izuku groaned before turning around under Hitoshi's arm to bury his face into Hitoshi's chest. Wake up, Sue. We have some stuff we need to discuss, and I need you awake And to remain calm. Hitoshi murmured, placing a soft kiss onto his curls. Okay, Ben, hit me with it. Izuku murmured softly, causing Hitoshi to roll his eyes fondly. He nudged Izuku into a sitting up straight, which he complied while rubbing tiredly at his eyes. Okay, I'm awake now. What's got you looking all so serious? The commission is suspending me while they look into all my closed case. Apparently, a lot of the ops I ran and undercover stints were tied to Marinette's operations. She's throwing in suspicions that I was taking information from her, working for her. So until they can prove otherwise, I'm benched from all hero work until they can prove things one way or another. Hitoshi deadpanned, his eyes rolling up to the ceiling as he felt Izuku go completely rimrom next to him. Fuck. Okay, I'm assuming Aizawa and Tsukauchi are doing as much digging as they can, yeah? Hitoshi... Bane... If they suspended you and are taking her statements as face value until they have proof, that means they're going to be coming for you to question you. Izuku grabbed his face, in broad, callous palms, and stared deeply into his eyes. Hitoshi sighed softly, worrying his lips. I know, which means you can't do anything dumb, no matter the accusation, no matter what they say or do. Don't react, Kinko. Everything will be fine. Dad and Pops already have a lead. Get my phone, read the last text to them and Katsuki. Do it quick, because after that, I need you to do that now, because once they get here, they will seize all my tech to make sure nothing has been altered. I don't trust my handler. I need you to get Mei to retrieve her backup of the backup of the backup. You know the... Oh, shit. The world is ending backup. Hitoshi reeled off. Izuku frowned. If Hitoshi thought it was that bad that he needed Mei to crack open the oh shit box, then maybe he shouldn't be letting him leave with the commission. If it's that bad, Ben, maybe you should be going dark, not letting them lead you off. Izuku fretted, biting his lip, as Hitoshi gave him an unimpressed look. If I did that, it would make me look guilty, like I actually had something to hide. Mei keeps the oh shit box off everyone's grid on her own private and encrypted server, which means it has all the raw data I was given, plus the data I input manually into the system out in the field. If there are any increpancies in the two, the oh shit box could very well save my ass. Hitoshi gritted out as he stood up and paced off into his room, sunking off sweatpants to replace them with a pair of gray ripped jeans and looping his capture scarf around his neck, over the hood he slept in. Izuku stood in the doorway, reading the text on his phone, brow furrowed before he held it back out to Hitoshi. He took his own phone out of pocket and immediately started firing off a text. Hitoshi walked over, tilting his chin, and looked up at him. It'll be okay, Zoo. You've done nothing wrong, and I have all the right people in my corner. If I run, it's going to make it worse. Hitoshi consoled softly before ducking down to kiss Izuku softly against the lips. The two melted into one another's arms, wrapped around waist and shoulders, Hitoshi's long, slender fingers hiding their way into tangled green curls. Soon, an aggressive pounding on the door had the two pulling away from each other, with a sigh. Izuku marched off to the door and threw it open, glaring into the eyes of Suna and the other officer as they flanked Hitoshi's handler. We're here to take Shinsou Hitoshi, Pro Hero Siren, in for questionings about his involvement with the villain Marinette. Suna said, her eyes carefully trained on Izuku, as Hitoshi sighed, walking forward to grab his jacket and slip on his combat boots. I'm assuming you have a warrant for this? Izuku said softly, blocking their entry into the apartment. Hitoshi sighed before placing a hand on his shoulder. Don't, Tosh. I'm not letting them take you to Kami knows where without a warrant. I know how she treated you this morning. I know how he is going to be treating. If I can know where you are, I will feel better about your safety. Izuku gritted out, his shoulders squares and tense under strong, pale, slender hands. Hinako, I'll be fine. I'll be at the precinct or the agency. They aren't arresting me, just asking questions. Hitoshi murmured, leaning down to place a kiss on Izuku's temple. Remember, I need you calm and collected. You won't do me or you any good if you lose it right now, okay? Hitoshi murmured into his hair, nuzzling softly, indigo eyes, failing to see Sunsa frowning at the open affliction. Okay, Ban. I know, calm and collected, no throwing around my weight. You need me to keep the Pomeranian in check too? I'll call your dads and fill them in. You just... Remember, you need to stay calm and collected too. I'm not the only one in a relationship with a temper. Izuku chided, making Hitoshi snort softly before Izuku turned, planting a soft kiss on Hitoshi's lips. See you soon, Van. We have a movie to finish watching. Izuku breathed as he pulled away before stepping out of Hitoshi's path. Suna, please place the quirk-canceling cuffs on Siren. I like to make sure the pro-hero Deku isn't under the influence of his quirk. Kanko smirked softly as the woman moved towards Hitoshi, as Izuku growled lowly but didn't make a move. When nothing outwardly about his appearance changed, Tanaka looked towards Hitoshi. Give him an order, please. Hitoshi sneered at the man. Izuku, babe, break up with me and ask Katz out on a date. Hitoshi snickered as his green-haired boyfriend whirled around to glare at his emerald eyes, turning toxic. Hitoshi shrugged his shoulders before looking at Sunsa and Tamaka. He's not under my quirk. And even if he was, Izuku can break out of his hold on his own. He's been able to do it since our first-year sports festival. Hitoshi shrugged before holding out his wrists. Now how about we get rid of these? I'll come peacefully. I do not tend to use my quirk on anyone present at any moment. Hitoshi stated, brows quirked as the three of them stood in his doorway, eyeing him. No. We aren't willing to take that risk, Siren. Now come on, we have places to go. Tomurika said, as Suna looked Hitoshi by the cuffs and led him from the apartment. Izuku stood quietly, seething, before following them out into the hall. I hope you know when it's proven he's done nothing wrong, my agency, his agency, will be coming for your badges and careers. Toshi, you stick to the fucking facts. And make sure everyone knows you're okay. And exactly who the arresting officers were. Izuku hissed, menace dropping from his words. Suna went to grab him, but Hitoshi shrugged off her hands and walked out of his apartment complex, back rimrod straight. Izuku would be fine, but Hitoshi really didn't think that threat was gonna go down well with Tamakura. Oh my god, they did it. They did! It gets worse and worse every time. Oh my god, the way they insinuated. Which also got me thinking, you know who would be immune to Hitoshi's quirk? There's a certain someone who has chronic pain. Who probably can never be affected by Hitoshi's quirk, because Hitoshi's quirk states that as long as the user doesn't feel a certain amount of pain or gets jostled, they stay under his command, right? There's a certain character I have, a certain OC I have, that is almost always in constant pain, chronic pain, right? Or just constant, yeah, chronic pain. And it is a certain character who is almost always in chronic pain, depending on where she is in her storyline. And then there's another character who I sometimes think of giving her chronic pain, and sometimes I don't give her chronic pain. I just sometimes give her phantom pain. Because phantom pain. Yeah. Anyways. And I was thinking, would someone with, like constant pain like that actually be affected by Hitoshi? And hear me out. The person who would be 100% immune to Hitoshi's quirk is Yui. She almost always has chronic pain or constant pain, right? Maybe it's not like, I think chronic pain is like debilitating sometimes. No, it's not debilitating. It's just a constant pain. She has chronic pain. Specifically, it is chronic pain because of her quirk and stuff like that. And depending on which version of her or where exactly in her storyline she is how hard it is. And then I have another character who experiences phantom pain on the regular basis, occasionally and stuff like that, which would be Lily, because she doesn't have an arm. And sometimes she does have debilitating headaches, because I like to give her headaches, because I like to imagine that she's the type who doesn't sleep to the point where her head is pounding. She can't sleep because her head is pounding, but also she's like creatively in a run, so like she's not gonna try to, you know, stop that by sleeping. Who do you think you are telling her to sleep? Kind of situation, right? But mainly Yui would be the one that's immune. Lily wouldn't be that much. Occasionally it wouldn't work on her because of her chronic pain and stuff. Or not her chronic pain, her invisible pain. I think that's what it's called, invisible pain? Phantom pain, that's what it's called, phantom pain. And then because of her headaches that she constantly gets, or not that she constantly gets, but she constantly gives herself by not taking care of herself in the sense of sleep, and stuff like that. But she doesn't get that many headaches or that much of the phantom pain, so I feel like Yui would be the one that's just immune completely. Like, without a doubt, she's immune. Especially in certain points, because, like, debilitating pain. Sometimes. She gets to a point, in each timeline, she gets to a point where it is so bad that she has to be in a wheelchair. Because it is quite literally so painful to do something as simple as stand. Or she is so weak and tired that she can't even do something as simple as stand. Right? So... would she be immune? Anyways, I think this is a really fucked up and cute chapter at the same time. Also, oh shit, the backups of the backup of the backup. I love May. I love May. I love the nickname that May has, May May. I love that. Okay. As always, my raindrops, make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, take your meds. Have a wonderful day or night. Link to my Discord server, merch shop, and socials are down in the description. Subscribe to see more of my content, and thank you so much for watching.